just because it's like a hot spot for everyone to hit. I don't understand why. Like if there were statistics for like leader boards and shit for like polls, like this poll would be on the top of the scoreboard. Like this thing has so many points right now. It's like, I don't know. It's like the Grizz fever of M2. But we have the first stack come out here as survivors have gone on the stage. And Smoker goes and pulls out onto Lewis and Charger ends up getting 1 pound. Hunter barely missing that huge GP out onto him. And Boomer will land as well out onto Francis. And that will be the first stack up and down.
Indeed, up and down. Now we are going to say, Dragon is shouting at me, telling Kiss Me to stop the jokes about your poll. Polls in hot spots.
See when's the next time you cast a move, Dragon.
Oh god, he's saying too far. We have a tank up right now into the hands of the Chosen One, 14 combat Carebears. He's climbing the mountain right now, and he's probably going to find a way to go through on the right-hand side. And yeah, this attack actually is going in. That Charger will indeed land. Spit's going to come out as well. Spit was a little bit late there, definitely, and survivors are a little bit separated right now, but I'd be careful right here if I were the tank. The Apollyon likes to push.
Oh, my coffee's cold.
Your morning has just been absolutely shit, hasn't it?
Yeah, don't mention it. I want to forget this morning ever happened.
But hey, we have a really good game in front of us, though.
That's true, I guess.
That's the one. This is the one shining
grace. Not gonna make my poll feel any better. Anyway, we have a Chosen tank. They want to rocket one of the tanks, trying to make something happen. And Boomer going in, again, nice single boom out onto Francis. Charger, Hunter, we're going in. Nice double cap going in. This is surely going to be a rock on one of the survivors. Tank is actually going for the car instead, and this tank should not be committing with no SI support. Like, he should get out. Indeed, he's going to do just that. Well, he's not going to go out on skate. Takes 1,000 chip on his way back out. And that's actually still climbing up to 1,300 chip right now. Chosen really shouldn't have committed like that with that attack so late. And the SI are already up and down.
Indeed, you are throwing my HUD, sir. If you could respect that, would be wonderful.
Why can't anything just be easy?
Because there's a Smoker, Jockey, and a Charger up for this hit. He's got to be really careful here because he might actually have to commit this. Because he's at 50% frustration on second pass with 4.5k health, and he's gonna have to go in. Like, there's no other choice. He's indeed going in. Now,
yes.
here we go with the hittable. The hittable is what will save him. That Charger's gonna go in there. Charger bumps the wall. It's gonna be a rock, barely skated there. Jockey does actually manage to land, and Tank is getting up on the hittable. That's gonna be a 2-cap going out on the MC as well. That's actually a pretty nice play by special effective support, but Tank hasn't been able to do anything yet. So it's kind of knocking his card. He's gonna get out, and that's gonna be a pause.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too sure what the pause is about. I'm sure it's about MC's ping again. As I can see, it's red. But, needless to say, we are going to have a pause. And, yeah, if you are looking for the YouTube channel of this stream, if you type in exclamation point YouTube in chat, it will pop up with the link. Or you could scroll down on Twitch. And I upload all the casts that we do there. I don't think I missed a single one. So. Actually, no, there was one day where all the casts weren't saved for some reason. And I didn't put those up, but I think that was only like 2 games.
Okay, that was, yeah. Now we're seeing.
It wasn't my fault. It was Twitch.
Freaking Twitch. So there's been some damage that have gone out here, but things are looking worse and worse for combat Carebears as we go along, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, they needed a wipe here. Even if they got the wipe, they still had to beat the tank of Apollyon, the first one, and even the second one, because they would only get like, I think it's like 308 points, I think, is the max for the next tank when he spawns. So they would have to still pretty much beat 2 tanks, you know, without a doubt. And that's a hard thing to do on this map.
Exactly. That Jockey is still going to keep going out there on a doodle. That's going to be pretty much 3/4 of his health gone. Tank is climbing back up here because Tank wants to be able to keep it, but he is going to go AI. What the?
MC's lagging so hard he couldn't actually get the clear on the Jockey.
Oh my god. That's wonderful. He's lagging really hard. Tank's going to roll in here. No support. 300 health, 100 health, and that will be the tank kill for Team Apollyon on Team Combat Carebears. It got a nice amount of damage, but the tank actually didn't get any damage. But the support got a nice amount of damage there, but that's not what they needed, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't get down at all. They only made one person bleed. That's the extent of the tank. And the other survivors really aren't all that banged up. I mean, one of them is sitting about 60 health, and the other one's sitting about, like, no, they're both at about 60, just leave it at that. But then Grizz is still sitting at like high 70s. He's not anywhere near being hurt. Hunter going in. Smoker trying to get pulled back. Hunter gets shut down immediately though, and Smoker not managed to land a pull yet. Jockey's dead. Smoker's home gets cut, and Jockey is actually still alive. I'm not too sure what that was about. I think he's gonna save the witch.
Yeah,
Smoker's
that's really the last. That's really the last place where they can make a huge play happen here. Where they don't even have enough. They don't even really have enough people up. That's gonna be a nice draw crown by Grizz, and the Smoker does get cleared. Jockey's trying to go in as well. Jockey will land on a Grizz for a couple ticks of damage, but that will be it.
And as you guys might be able to tell, there are some weird graphical errors occurring with my game right now. That's because I alt-tabbed out while it was loading to the game. And then I alt-tabbed back in, and now we have some graphical errors, but that's fine. It makes it look it makes it look different and prettier.
Define graphical errors.
Like everything's like boxy.
You might need these.
It's just like smoke.
My
and,
name
like,
is Boxy.
No. Don't.
Reloading.
One unhappy person.
Your morning just can't get any better. We have a Hunter spawn up on the roof here now. Spitter, Boomer, Charger for the rest of the infected hit. 4-team combat Carebears. Waiting for him to jump back in here. He breaks the hole in the roof. Chosen's going to keep getting chipped there. Charger's up on the roof as well. They're actually going to send it hidden right there. That Hunter had like 4 health when he went in. Now we're going to wait for that Charger to come outside here too. Charger's punching down some things, and Apollyon's going to the sweet spot. I consider this a sweet spot over there.
I'm actually a fan of the docks. I'm not really all that happy with this place over here. With the docks, it really limits where the SI can come from. The big thing you have to watch out for is pretty much just a smoker who can pull you off. Jockey you can clear before he brings you down. Charge is pretty much ineffective there. And Hunter, if he
What the hell is the
jumps
Charger doing?
I don't know. I can't read people's minds. But like even the Hunter in the water, Hunters can't repounce when they're in the water. It's a little bit of a, I don't know, like a bug or a mechanical error. But it makes sense that Hunter can't repounce when he's underwater. It just won't work like that.
It doesn't work like that.
But we'll have an attack coming here. Spit gets shut down prematurely though, and Charger gets shut down. So that's actually that has a chance to actually do a lot of damage, but the Spitter got killed before the Charger was able to land. So we are going to see that attack pretty much nullified.
Indeed. Now we will. Oh God, we have some interesting language coming out in the Survivor team chat. We're gonna wait for. Actually, Jules just took another set of pills, so Jules is at like 100 or 99 temporary HP running around here. The tank's gonna spawn relatively soon, actually, maybe after another wave or so, and it depends on where it spawns, if the survivors can actually push in or not. But he's gonna spawn up on the side there. He's not near enough to actually get much of anything. Then Jules walks right into it, and he does kill the Boomer to funnel the comment onto him. I'm gonna get nicely scared there by Grizz. Got Jockey and Spitter on the other side. Spitter's gonna jump around, or Spitter's gonna jump around. Wow, Jockey's gonna jump around and does get M2'd there. I'm gonna get M2'd down again, and that's gonna be not a whole lot of damage coming out on that attack. Nice shut down by Team Apollyon.
Yeah, another thing that is good about holding in the spot that a lot of people like about it, if you hold close to the right here, it actually causes the tank to spawn on the opposite side of this rock right here. And it pretty much allows you to push right into him, which is a really big pain for the tank himself.
Over here.
But, you know, obviously good for the survivors.
At spawn.
Actually, he is going to spawn actually on the other side.
Yeah, so it's still close, even though they're standing out there, but that will be the tank in the hands of Tracer. Last tank for Team Combat Carebears. Getting pushed extremely hard right now. They're going to send the support in. Smoker tries to get pulled back. That's a nice rock going out onto 13. Going to be a pull going out onto Duels as well. Charger's looking for the intercept here. Charger's going to miss the charge. Another rock is going to go in there. Barely misses there. I think they actually got skeeted. But now this tank is in trouble, Gizmy.
Yeah, this tank should have been backing out after he landed that first rock. And now that he kind of waited this long, he's going to get kind of surrounded and chipped down by the survivors. Like, they're looking right now to just surround the roof and chip down, which is pretty much what they can do. And see, right now, he's in a pretty bad spot. There he goes. Now he figured out, hey, I should just drop off the back here, and now I'm safe.
Standing inside, yeah, he'll be able to get at least another commit out of this. We have the Hunter spawned over there in the back. Have a Jockey at the spawn queue, 14 Combat Carebears with another spawn coming up in 1 second. It's going to be a Boomer. Waiting to see now what the tank's going to do. He's just kind of sitting on the other side there. He might try to commit from underneath. Trying to actually throw a curve rock at the current time. Yeah, it's a little bit off there. Boomer gets popped, Hunter gets dead stopped. Jockey's running around. They're trying to get to the Jockey now too, but the Jockey's just trying to make a distraction. Tank is climbing out again. So he's also on second pass, so he's going to probably have to commit with next.
Yeah, I mean, this tank's positioning when the SI attacks are over and done with is actually kind of poor. He has to be aware of when he has to get a nice rock, though, through the window onto Bill. That's definitely going to save him a little bit of hassle there, but the survivors are really just surrounding him and doing work on him. He's just not putting himself in a good position when the attacks and support are down. The survivors just making him pay for it. He gets another hit on the Bill, though, but this tank's down to 1,300 HP, and he's just getting chipped down harder and harder with each passing select. Down to 1,100, going to land another rock. No miss, completely down to Zoe, but he's going to go run after Zoe, try and get a last hit onto her. But, I mean, there's not really much else this tank can do. He should just be running away right now and trying to, like, throw rocks from the woods or something.
He is actually doing just that. Now he's going to try to get that rock down there on the Lewis, but the tree's going to block it. Grizz is being very, very careful as he pushes him here. Tank's gonna die in a couple seconds here as Grizz finishes him off, and that's still gonna be the health on Dambooni and Grizz for Team Apollyon is still very, very good right now. He has 27 HP left as the tank. Throw another. Actually managed to land a rock on a Doodle there with 27 HP. And Doodle is one in cap. Okay, that Charger's gonna get a couple of punches there going out onto Francis, but still just all the temporary healthers who's taking it instead of the health bonus. Tank's gonna keep trying to throw a couple of rocks here going out. Throws the rock, not gonna land. Jockey's spawn up on the other side to make some kind of distraction. If he gets literally hit with one SMG bullet, there you go, Kiss Me, one SMG bullet, he will die.
There you go. And actually, it depends on the distance because 27 is like 2 bullets.
All right. 2 bullets. The tank is climbing on the door frame.
So yeah, this tank has gone AI. He's gonna run right into the shotgun of Francis pretty soon, and that will be the end of the tank. Court yelling their heads off, screaming their heads off. Nice pull out on the Francis in the back though. This jockey should be looking for an intercept here. Okay, still not clear. Jockey's gonna go ahead and take Francis for a ride. Gonna chip down that remaining temporary on him, and there's a nice tribal going as well to compliment. Hunter looking for gets melee skeeted by who is that? Dambooni. Dambooni with the samurai cut onto the Hunter, shutting him down.
I hate that when that happens when you're trying to pound somebody and they're swinging away at the common and then suddenly bang, melee skeet. Just one of those things as a Hunter where you really can't prevent. But they still have some pretty nice health actually, 14 Apollyon on both Zoe and Lewis here. The score is climbing up. At this point they would need to make it with health bonus to win, and that's without Apollyon reaching the boat yet. And from the ways of things here, unless they chip down the temporary health a little bit more of both Doodle and of MC, then they actually, oh god, we have a minigun in play.
Those beautiful minigun plays. Charger working his way out onto Francis. Misses completely though, but does get the punch out onto him. Hunter going missing the pouch, getting dead stop and killed off. No, gets a repunch onto Francis. Nice double cap. It's going to be 2 down, and the only left up right now are the permanent health, which is obviously what you want, but there is going to be a black and white survivor, aka Doodlebugs, as soon as he gets up, and I believe this will be MC's first down.
Indeed it is. Now Doodle is black and white, so they have a couple options now. Instead of going after the health bonus here, if it's hard to land on them, they could go after the survivors who are, or the one survivor who's black and white. But Team Apollyon is going to keep pretty much fighting off this horde here. The boat should be coming relatively soon. And unless a last-minute death charge or something goes out, we should be seeing Team Apollyon making it here. And indeed, the score has just jumped up. They have the charger that they need. They have the smoker spawn up in the back as well, plus a boomer and a charger. And the smoker actually gets killed right now. Jockey's going in. That's a nice tribal going out, though. This charger's going to try to line it up here. Charger's going to take... Oh, but gets leveled. Gets leveled by MC. Kiss me.
Oh, I'm here. Don't worry. No one hit my pole. Yet.
I was really, really concerned for a moment.
You don't understand how my heart just dropped. When the power cut out, I looked outside and I looked back in. I was like, nope.
Nope. But yeah, this should be the last attack coming in for Team Combat Carebears on the Team Apollyon here. Apollyon really turning it around in the past couple of chapters, being able to make it to this safe room here, unless they decide to jump back down and save Francis. Charger's getting way chip going in, he's going to get shut down. He manages to get a pounce out there, gets a little bit more chip down onto Grizz, but yeah, Team Apollyon really turning it around.
Most definitely, and they're going to drop down and go for the save onto Francis. They're saying no man left behind. The Saint Ladia 2, the boat name, can wait. And Dambooni's going to sit up on the dock here and try to keep those spawn blocks on top. Bill is going to die, though. And Smoke Pole goes out onto Lewis, but will get cleared there by Dambooni. Jaku's out, going to try and down Lewis. Going to get, no, doesn't get the down. Grizz is sitting at about, I'm not going to say, like 6 HP maybe? 5 HP, actually. This Charger, one punch onto him, onto Grizz, is going to be the end cap, and there's the end cap, and that will allow Dambooni to escape. Women and children first, and Dambooni does fall under that. Charger's like, what's up?
B, what? But yeah, so Dambooni does make it here. That'll bring the total score for the game to 2,556 for Team Apollyon, and things are not looking good for Combat Carebears, but I'd actually be very happy with the way in which they performed here. You know, Apollyon went and revamped their roster here, and Combat Carebears was going toe-to-toe with them for most of the game.
Yeah, most definitely, and as you said, I wouldn't take anything away from Combat Carebears. They played a good game. Their hitables were absolutely phenomenal, but it just seems like their survivor play was where it lacked. They kind of just couldn't keep up with Apollyon in that department. Apollyon just, ended up out-muscling them in survivor play in the end.
Exactly, and the way in which the AST, or, well, I should say another Swiss tournament, because AST was another Verb tournament that we had a while ago. But, the thing is, like the way the rankings went for the first round, it was like the team who was favored would be paired up with the team 16 points down. Anyway, we have an attack going here right now. That Charger does get stumbled. Hunter does manage to land. Smoker's looking for a pull as well. Charger's trying to get some punches in there. Smoker does actually manage to get a close pull there. Boomer is also spawned up. Boomer's just kind of running around outside right now. Zoe tried to pop it, but the Boomer will get away. But as I was saying right now, Apollyon was a team, I believe they're ranked 7th, and that means that Combat Carebears is ranked like 23rd or 24th or something like that. So the way in which they did it here, this is a great performance by Combat Carebears to start off.
Yeah, I mean, they've showed that they can basically keep up with the 7th seed, which is not at all a bad thing. You know, Apollyon, once again, no cheap little team. They're good. They're practiced. They're solid.
Oh, they practice so much. Like, they are probably the team that practices the most. That Spitter gets shut down right there. Hunter is also spawned up. Boomer's actually still spawned up in the back. MC just kind of running around with that Boomer. They're letting Zoe kind of run ahead right now. If they're careful enough here, they still could make a shot at a comeback, but they need to kill both tanks and have a lot of health bonus at the end. So it'll be tough, but they can do it. Tank is going to be up right now in the hands of MC. And that Boomer is still alive. They have not killed the bot Boomer. Bot Boomer is now crawling around towards the fence.
This is getting pretty bad actually right now for the Stars because they're taking a long time to actually get back in the house, and that car's going to be in there pretty soon. Charger misses completely though. Smoker's still in the back, not going to be able to do anything here. Smoker and Charger both working the way, and right now Charger gets shut down, and Smoker will get the initial cap onto Lewis, but then gets cleared. And Tank is up on top of the roof now in the hands of MC, and hopefully we won't see some lag occur on him.
Already almost down at first pass, however. He's standing behind the spot where he's not keeping some of the survivors. Doesn't matter, gets the rock. Free rock does go out, so now he will have his rage meter refilled. And we now will see what MC can do with the tank. As Team Apollyon support does get into position here. It's going to be a Boomer, Hunter, and Jockey for this hit. Survivors are still kind of running around. Jockey goes in to try to get distraction. Boomer spawns up long, misses the long arc boom. Rock goes in there, almost lands. They're going to M2 that Boomer around. It actually bounces off and proxies back into Zoe. Hunter gets dead stopped. Rock does miss. So Combat Carebears just has to be careful now and maybe do a little bit of LSing here.
Yeah, I mean, the 3 survivors that aren't boomed right now, like Lewis has the right there. He's looking for the chip. But it's Bill and Francis that aren't looking for the chip. They're more focused on clearing the common off of Zoe, which Zoe should be able to do by herself. Like, she could go put herself into a corner somewhere and just pull out a melee or just spam the common down. But, you know, being able to self-clear is a good thing. It helps your teammates to freeze them up to do other things that are more productive. Like, this tank took almost, like, essentially 0 chip away. Having to attack him in and Smoke gets a brief pull on the Francis. Gonna get the boom out of him. Charger is dancing around. I don't know what the Charger's doing, but he will get killed off. I think that was a distraction charge. They're trying to, like, you know, open up a pathway for a rock.
Tank is actually taking a lot of chip now, or a good amount of chip, I should say, almost 1,000-ish. I'm making them go for ammo, says Grizz. So that rock does not go in there as well, does miss. And yeah, they shoot the tank down about 858 points so far.
Yeah, I mean, Lewis does have that deagle, and that's the big damage chipper for the survivors here. And he landed quite a good few shots into the survivors. But we have a lot of separation here, and they're going to go out for that. Gets a pull out of Lewis. He's way separate. Nice triple boom going out, and this is probably the wipe right here on the survivors. Jockey lands on the Francis off outside. Tanks can go ahead and focus down. Bill's going to get that down. The Smoker did get cleared, but I mean, with 3 boomed, Jockey still on Francis, not getting cleared as of yet. And the rock actually didn't clear the Jockey. I'm a little confused about that one.
I think they don't anymore. I think you can land rocks without the Jockey getting cleared. I don't know, man. I think it's just one of those things. Now we do see this tank on the top of the roof here just continuing to toss rocks. He might be able to get that one onto Francis. Does not as of yet. The rest of the hit will be coming up relatively soon. Dambooni does have this Boomer here. And you're going to walk out there right now and manages to get a nice boom onto Bill around the corner along with the stumble here. Combat Carebears has not died yet. That was not yet the wipe, but as you said, it kind of put them in the position to get there. Now we're going to see what the tank can do here. He has him in the position he wants him right now, I'd say. Smoker pull does go out. Rock's going to be coming in relatively soon. Throwing the rock in there. Gets skidded right in front of the survivors' faces. And, yeah, another rock does go in and actually splits the 2 survivors here. But Combat Carebears is taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, I mean, they could kill this tank. The tank only has 4,000 HP left. But, I mean, as it sits right now, the survivors are currently 2 bleeding out. Delete on the edge of going bleed out. I think he's sitting at like 42 HP about. Jockey gets shut down there by Lewis. Nice shot and dead stop. But it's not looking good for Carebear. It's really not. Rock going and looking for that long-range rock. And it hits Zoe. Beautiful rock. I wish I had a better angle on that.
Tank is going to get cars now. Actually, I think he tried to hit his car. I don't exactly know where it went. This is actually making the punch sound as he climbs the ladder here. He's going to go and actually commit him from the left-hand side over here. He's got Combat Care Bears pretty much chipped down there. Rock almost lands yet again. I believe Tank actually punted the car from this area in.
Yeah, I believe the car is in place somewhere. But he's just currently getting pushed by survivors. I don't know. I think they should just start pushing forward, try to like bait him into the open, and then push back on him. It's probably the best bet right now. But we have a Hunter going in, looking for a pass onto Lewis. Charger gets shut down immediately upon entrance, and this Hunter's still messing around with Lewis. I don't know if it's a distraction Hunter. It's in the hands of those bugs, so he's just passing around. We will have a down going out onto Francis stuff, and we'll have Rocket being thrown. Misses Bill though, barely. And this Hunter's still pouncing around. I'm not too sure. I think it's just for a distraction. Boomer goes and gets a nice single boom out onto Lewis. And it's just not looking good for Carebears. It's like they're just getting worn out at this point.
Yeah, that's the thing. They kept pace for a few chapters there, but now they are indeed just getting worn down. What the heck? Grizz is just spamming vines. We have that we have the jockey going out onto Lewis there, going to down Mr. Meow. Rock goes in as well, not going to land. Seeing exactly now what Tank decides to do. He still's on his first pass. He can just keep kind of throwing rocks around. And he's going to throw this rock in there, as a matter of fact, and barely misses Zoe. Jockey goes into control. Jockey is just keeping control of the pickup there. He found his car, actually. That car's going to go flipping in, and that almost hit Zoe on the one side there. I get scared sometimes, kiss me.
Why do you get scared?
You get scared of Edibles, man.
I don't understand that about people. Some people, this game actually scares them. Like, they think it's like a horror game or something. I don't understand it. Yeah, I'm like, how is this game scary? It's like, yeah, if you don't see a charger or something, it just comes from behind and hits you. I mean, you hear all of them spawn up, so you know it's coming. But,
we can get to the river through here.
Maybe some people just don't have nerves of steel, like everyone else. I don't know. But we have a pull going out onto the
L4D2 players.
Exactly. Throwing a rock in there, gets shut down though. And this tank's really run out of options, but at the same time, Care Bear has even less options. They only have 4 pills up ahead on the docks, and this tank is just really just bleeding them out. There's not really much else to say. He just played a really long tank. He did commit at one point, but he got out at the right time. And he's just played the tank right. And we're going to see a wipe here, most certainly, for Team Care Bear.
Yeah, that's the thing. They might be able to make it a little bit further here. Lewis is kind of spamming Tank in the back, but Tank's playing it very, very safe. Keeping the throw it out. That charge is going to go in there now. Misses the charge. And that Smoker is still up along with the Boomer. Rock's going to go in there. Rock does manage it down on Lewis there. Dimbui's getting in position for that Boomer. Tank is just running around in a tree right now. Survivors can't exactly see where he is. Rock's going to go up there. It's not going to hit. Now he can just play it down again, but now that's going to be another in-cab going out onto Francis. And as you said, this is just a massive long tank right here. He's actually going to... No, he's getting a little bit closer, but he will get up to that... Oh, man, that's a great position for this tank.
Yeah, I mean, he has free LOS. He's still on second pass, but he's been on second pass for a long time. So it's really nothing new. Rock goes in. I'm not too sure if that landed on or Bill. It might have. But Francis did cook himself to death in that fire barrel. Or burn barrel, I guess. And there's a jockey up to support this tank, and it's going to be a wipe. Like, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Jockey goes on Zoe, not getting clear fast enough, and that one last punch onto Bill will be into the game for us. So final scores will be Apollyon taking the win over Team Combat Carebears, 2,556 to 1,458. It started off really close. Like, I thought that was going to be a hell of a game, especially when Combat Cares came out of the first map, 400 points up on Apollyon. And then third map, they showed once again they had good hittables control, but Apollyon just kind of blowing it out fourth map.